Shout out, shout out, shout out. It is a channel, The Life Pill. I'm gonna check it from life. Listening to this nice track, my favorite track. Shout out. Listening to this nice track. So we live. As I can see the title, most men think with their lust factor. You know, that's gonna be the topic. I ain't gonna be here too long, but these are things which I'm gonna talk about. That's why I called my channel The Life Pill, because eventually it's all about life, man. Living life the right way, man and woman, eventually. But you got guys acting like the women are the problem. But in my opinion, men are the problem, man. You know, that's why I call this stream. Most men think with their lust factor, and it starts from an early age, especially the time we're living in right now. Everything is sexualized. Women are running buck wild, out of control, especially on the internet. You got social media, you got dating sites, you got parties. So all the traps are set, and most people, man and woman, will fall into those traps. You know, um, and why I say that most men think with the lust factor, because if you look around you, right, the reason why most relationships don't work, people come together in the name of lust, man. And sometimes you got babies who come out of those situations, you know, and that's why when a man and a woman get together and the lust spirit dies off, these people separate, you know. That's exactly what's happening. Most man and woman connect in the spirit of lust, and when the lust spirit dies off, the the relationship is going downhill, man. Yeah, man. Because most men don't know what their role is and their purpose on this earth. Most women don't know what their purpose and their role is on this earth. So it's a whole bag of confusion. That's exactly what's going on. You got confusion all around you with men and women, mostly the men. You know, most men watch too much porn, you know, and I'm gonna say this, man. If you're a man, right, a man of quality, dignity, and law, statutes, and commandments, you know, a man who have control over his inner man, you don't gonna have the spirit to watch porn, man. Because watching porn, you know, is a heavy thing. Watching porn is a heavy thing, man. You know, I go to the gym, right? I hit the gym, right? And I see a lot of men come to the gym, right? And these men come, these guys, they visit the gym, right? And these guys don't even build muscle. You know, for months they come and they lift weights and they don't even build muscles. Sometimes it's genetics, but most of the time is the porn factors. Most men watch a lot of porn, man. You know, men with wife and children. You got men with wife and children who actually are addicted to porn, man. And most men get numb to an actual woman after they're addicted to porn. You know? And most men fantasizing, right? Having sex with a girl who actually looks like these so-called porn stars. Which ain't stars, they're a bunch of broken people. You know? Which most women who are in the porn industry are, you know, are actually women who are destroyed, you know, because you're selling your body, which is your spirit eventually, for a buck, you know, for a buck. So the lust factor in this society is heavy, man. You know, in these days, you don't even got relationships. You know, most relationships in this society are, you got a lot of factors. You got women who marrying men who they have control over, and they're not even sexually attracted to the man. So they marry the man for his resources because they got control over the man. That's why most women marry men. You know, marry in these days, right? Having a wedding in these days, right? Is all based on the will of the woman. Because no man needs to be marrying no woman based on her laws. You know, if you're a man of quality, a man of dignity, you will be the one, right, calling the shots what's gonna happen in the relationship with your woman. And never claim a woman to be your so-called wife or girlfriend, you know, because you just want to have sex. Because eventually the sex spirit will die off. You know, the lust factor in a relationship is gonna die off. And when the lust factor die off, like I said, most people just separate and they go to the next person and to the next person and to the next person until they're eventually destroyed, man. Not sometimes physically, but most time mentally. Because most guys know, right? When a woman sleeps around, it's a done deal, man. It's a done deal. So as a man, right? A man of quality, dignity, principles, right? Never lust. There is nothing wrong having lustful attraction to your woman. There is nothing wrong with that, right? But you got to look further than sex. You got to actually look surpass the sex and the lust factor. That's your duty as a man. You actually have to examine the woman, and you have to know what the role is of a woman. Most men don't even know what the role of a woman is. And most men don't even understand that most women in this society are programmed. They're actually programmed to go against you, man. Most men don't even know this shit, man. I didn't even know this shit. I actually have to learn this, that most women are programmed to go against you. It seems all nice in the beginning. When you meet a woman, she's all into you and shit. But when the so-called relationships, goes on 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, then her true spirit will come out, man. She's gonna buck up against you, because she's programmed to go against you, man. So it's your duty as a man to reprogram the woman, if it's possible, because sometimes it's like some women are programmed and it's gonna be for life. It's gonna be for life, man. So you as a man, you have to understand that women in this society, mainly the Western societies, are programmed to go against the men. And men are programmed to be servants. That's exactly what's going on, man. Men are programmed by these movies how they actually have to deal with a woman. Men are taught by their parents, so-called, how to deal with a woman, so-called. Social media teaches men how to actually treat a woman. But you got to know, as a man, before you want to connect with a woman, you need to connect with yourself. That's the first thing. You need to connect with yourself, man. And the reason why a lot of women are wanting buck wild in the society, because most men, right? Most men, not all, but most, are programmed, right, to be lustful. And that's it. That's why the title is, we'll bring it again, program. Most men think with their lust factor, man. And now you wonder why you got a lot of problems in your relationship. Now you wonder why your woman is bucking up against you. Now you wonder why your woman got a lock on her phone. She's calling the shots, because you men are weak. Y'all complaining about these women. You men are weak, man. I'm gonna say like 80 to 90% of men on this earth are weak-minded. That's my opinion. 80 to 90% of men walking this earth are weak-minded, man. That's exactly what's happening upon this earth. A strong man is a man who acknowledge the Most High and have the Most High, the Creator, as his foundation. A woman is a helpmate. A woman was made to serve her man, her husband, and only one husband, right? And I'm gonna say this, man, because a lot of women are talking about men cheating. And I'm a by this. Men don't cheat, man. Men just lie to women. That's exactly what's happening in the society. Most men, right? Most men don't have the balls or the encouragement to talk to a woman about having a like a next wife or having another wife. Most men are too scared to do that shit, man. You know, and now the woman actually is gonna be in a so-called fantasy that she's the only woman. But most men, they take a girlfriend based on the lust factor, and when the sex dies off, they don't got the lust for the woman no more. Then they jump to the next woman while being in a relationship with a woman. And most of the time, most women will know when you're cheating. And when she finds it out, then she's gonna be butthurt talking about men are cheating. No, man, men are just lying, man. Because you got a lot of women who actually respected, they have respect when you speak honesty. A lot of women don't want the truth, and that's why men lie, right? Most women are used to get lied to. So when you as a man, start speaking the truth, they can't handle that shit, man. And that's the reason why a lot of men are lying to these women, selling them a dream. But eventually a lot of women wake out of that shit, and now they start playing games with men. Because like I always say, man, when a woman grows up in her teen years, in her early 20s, right? She got good intentions. But once she's hurt by the first, next, third, fourth, fifth man, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. Period. Believe it or not. So that's why when you as a man, right, when you meet a woman, it's your duty to search out the woman, her spirit, knowing what she's about. Because eventually, if you're a man and you just want to have sex, okay, then you just want to have sex. But the older you get as a man, right? If you don't got this wisdom, you're gonna be stuck with a broken woman. Most men are with broken women, and most women are with beta males. That's exactly what's going on. Most men are with broken women, and most women are with beta males, man. And that's why a lot of women, right, when a woman is in so-called relationships, the reason why the woman sleeps around, because she's with a weak man. That's exactly what happens, man. Because she's with a weak man. And all you weak men will get juiced up by these women. Period. Weak men will always get juiced up. I don't care how much money you got, and and high value got nothing to do with money, right? Because weak men with money get used up, and the woman goes fuck with the so-called men who aren't weak. But it's impossible for most women to stay in a relationship with a strong-minded man. Most of the time, you know, because most women don't want to humble down. They just want to run their mouth. They want to call the shots, you know, like they're the man, you know. And if you're a man and you're in a so-called relationship with a woman, if you ain't calling the shots, she's gonna call the shots. If you ain't leading, she's gonna lead, you know. And I'm gonna say this, man. This is all my own life experience, right? Don't be busting too much nuts, man. Don't be busting too much nuts, man. Keep your life force in your body, you know. Don't drain yourself out, you know. Because the more nuts you bust, the weaker you're gonna get, man, mentally and physically. You know, and when a woman drains out your spirit, she's gonna go to the next man. And I always say this: most women are addicted to sperm, man. That's why they sleep around. You know, so you men need to be stop lusting after these women and start using your brains, man. There's nothing wrong to be attractive to a woman. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't be attracted with your lust spirit. You know, no man wants to be with an ugly woman or a fat woman. Which you got men who are with fat women. You got a lot of men. I see a lot of men with obese women. You know, and sometimes I want to slap these dudes, man, because eventually, man, the woman is fat, you know, and obese, because she ain't telling the bitch nothing, man. You know, because most men are just brain dead, man. You know, and all you young men growing up in these days, y'all gonna have a lot of problems with these women, man. The generation which is coming up right now is a done deal, man. It's a wrap. So, you know, it's a wrap, man. It's like a wrap. Most young men who are growing up right now, they they don't even learn the nature of a woman, you know, or understand how these women go about. And if you don't know this shit, you're gonna be a victim eventually. Just so at the end, it's all about navigating in this society, man. That's what it's all about, navigating in the society. And if you can't navigate, you're gonna fall into traps. Mainly when you're a lustful man. You know, don't judge a woman based on the sex, man. No man need to be doing that shit. Don't judge a woman based on the sex, because sex is just for the moment. After you bust a nut, you have to deal with her behavior. Yo, that's a live stream, man. I'm gonna write it down. After you bust a nut, after you bust, you have to deal with her behavior. Yep. After you bust a nut, you have to deal with her behavior, man. Period. And I actually learned this shit the hard way. Because after you bust a nut, right, you always have to deal with a woman, her behavior. You know. And sex does not define love. I'm gonna say it again. Sex doesn't define love. Sex is a connection, a spiritual connection, but it doesn't define love. Because why? Love is an action. You know, if you're a man, you need to be fucking a woman, but don't base the relationship on sex, because eventually you're gonna fuck up, and she's gonna bug up, and that's gonna be a wrap. So y'all men need to be stop lusting after these broads. You know, if you have a woman, be sexual attractive to her, and the woman need to be sexual attractive to you, because eventually, if the sexual attraction ain't there, it's a wrap. So I'm 25 minutes in. I don't want to make it too long because a lot of people, we are in this microwave society, so most people got a short attention span. So I'm gonna keep it under 30 minutes always. Sometimes I'm gonna go longer, but I'm just growing this channel with my content. Like and subscribe to the channel. I got my own style of talking about the manosphere, about these men and these women. You got a lot of men who teach their own stuff, and I'm teaching my own life experience, man. How I look at situations, and in my opinion, most men are lustful animals, man. You know, that's exactly what's happening. Most men are lustful animals, and with that, this was the channel, the life bill. Hopefully, I'm gonna be back with another content, another topic. Gonna take it slow because I ain't here for to rip off people. I'm just here to share information and a few jams, right? So with that, it's gonna be a done deal. It's the channel, the life pill, and Shad